Charanjit Lail. We start with India today because the country is expected to confirm later that it's in recession for the first time since records began. And that's as we get GDP numbers for the 3 months to September. But there could be a silver lining, as my colleague Hiranandani reports from Delhi.
A 2-month lockdown earlier this year brought the Indian economy to its knees. The once promising Asian market contracted by nearly 24% in the April to June period. That's the biggest crash in over 40 years and the worst among G20 nations. Key sectors like construction fell by 50% and manufacturing by nearly 40%. But as the economy started opening up since June, it's these very sectors which are expected to drive up growth.
With the work from home and the lock-in period, people have realized that the residential real estate space, you need to improve the quality, you need to improve the infrastructure, and you need to be in a better house. Second, the prices are definitely corrected because there's been no rise in the last 2 years, 3 years. The flats are cheaper.
Nearly 300 sectors like cement and steel, among others, help power the building industry. The growth momentum from these sectors are trickling into the bigger economy. Construction contributes nearly 7% to India's GDP, and after agriculture, it is the biggest employer in the country. Any pickup in this sector is usually considered to reflect the overall economic health of the country. Now, while construction cements itself, other sectors are still on shaky ground. Smaller businesses remain crippled due to the pandemic's impact. Pankaj Chopra has owned this jewelry shop for generations in the small city of Kanpur in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh.
I don't see anything improving in our business. As long as people remain unemployed or suffer salary cuts, they won't buy jewelry. If it stays like this, we may have to look for a different business.
Beyond the small businesses, India's informal sector, which makes up more than half of the economy, continues to be hit hardest. And in the absence of data from this sector, the upcoming GDP numbers will not give us the full picture.
For a multi-speed recovery that we're expecting is underway right now, where the formal sectors may be gaining at the cost of the informal sectors, may actually exaggerate the improvement in GDP as a whole because of the lack of the proxies that we have.
The second quarter results will take into account spending in the festive season and consumption due to pent-up demand. But any significant economic recovery is pegged to COVID-19 being brought under control. And news of a vaccine by next year does offer some hope. Hiranandani, BBC News, Delhi.